Our pal Dennis Rodkin has lots of cool new properties to share from in and around Chicago and the suburbs. And of course, it's Friday, and Paul has a list. We're all counting on you, Paul. No pressure. Live from the WGN studios, this is the WGN Morning News at 9.
How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing good. Robin, this one is special for you because we've been talking about the candy, and you mentioned the marathon being one of your favorites.
Oh, yeah.
People who don't know it, they need to know that the commercials, that was a big part of the selling of this. And there's a little Hollywood fact I'll share with you after you take a look.
He's coming! Quick, Carl. I'll do everything fast. It's Marathon John.
Can't eat a marathon candy bar fast quick, Carl. It lasts a good long time.
I'll show you. Chocolate and caramel and chewy.
I told you. Nobody eats a marathon quick, Carl.
A marathon bar lasts a good long time.
That's why I
You
liked
remember
it. It
those
was
spots?
big.
But
And-
that actor was Patrick Wayne, John Wayne's son.
No.
Yeah, and in the beginning you can see he kind of imitates him a little bit in the way that he enters the bar with the swinging doors.
know?
Kidding.
Yeah, Patrick Wayne.
Looks like we got
Still alive.
ourselves a lady.
The acting was fantastic in that commercial.
Oh, my favorite.
The 99. The 99. The 99.
It gets me every
I
time.
don't know how we got Sesame Street to do that for us, but thank you.
That's nice of them, yeah. All right, number 9, let's talk about gravel biking. It's not for everyone because it's not easy to trek across winding, twisting, unpaved roads.
You lost me at biking.
Yeah, I know. But people seem to like it. Gravel bike sales are up more than 109%. And if you do a quick Google search, you'll find gravel races across the country.
Really?
There's something to keep in mind. Gravel bikes are not mountain bikes. The seats are up higher. They have sporty exteriors and drop handlebars, and they're built with minimal suspension to handle all the rocky terrain. So
They have less suspension
yeah, so
when you're riding over the
before
rocks?
yeah,
You want to feel that gravel.
Oh.
yeah. So just something for you to think about.
Yeah. All right, number 8, there is some drama brewing in Pennsylvania over whether Bigfoot is hanging out in the woods there. These signs we're about to show you have been posted in several parks around the state on what looked like official letterhead warning visitors not to approach a Bigfoot-like creature in the woods.
Oh.
State officials since sent out this tweet saying they were not the ones who posted those warnings. They also went as far as saying Bigfoot is not real.
Oh,
well,
they want you to
visitors are
believe.
not
Yeah.
buying
They want you to
it.
believe.
They
Government.
claim Pennsylvania is a hotbed for Bigfoot activity with 124 credible sightings
Right.
across that state just in recent years, Larry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Larry, would you get out there? I mean, that's what I'd like to see you do on the backstory. Camp out and
Yeah.
look for Bigfoot.
I'll camp
Come
with
on.
you, Larry.
Enough of these inspiring, uplifting stories you do
Yeah.
on that show. Let's get to the real meat.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if I can do these shoots Monday through Friday between 6 and 10 a.m., I'd be happy to
I'll go out to
take a
Bussy
little
Woods
break.
with you.
All
Like
right.
he hasn't done that already. Sorry, I can't be there on Tuesday.
Number 7, you might have seen these on the hands of some of your favorite baseball players this year. They look like giant oven mitts. They're actually sliding mitts. Players wear them to protect their hands and wrists when they slide headfirst into the base. The mitts have protective plating around them. They've actually been around for years. Former White Sox player Scott Sednick started wearing one in 2008 after a thumb injury. At first, other players made fun of him, but pretty soon they began wearing them. And over time, the mitt evolved into a fancier, more streamlined version that you see now.
But aren't there occasions when you'd like hit a triple and you'd be sliding into third and you just come up?
Give you an advantage, sure, because it's like you get one that's like this long.
Yeah, that's a good thought.
Right.
Start wearing oven mitts on your hands.
Yeah, extenders.
All right. All right, Patrick, your turn.
We had number 6.
I don't know what happened there.
Our
Did we
math
skip
has been a
one?
little bit
Were we?
off here this
All right.
I think we're
morning.
7, isn't that?
Wait, we skipped one.
We lose
We
track.
had 10 yesterday.
Yeah, well.
I don't know if you noticed or not. But
We did?
Math,
This
yeah,
is
10
6. We
yesterday.
skipped
math is
7.
not
I
our strong
don't know
suit.
what's
here,
going
right?
on.
Our math team's on vacation this week.
All right. Number 6, if you're a Ghostbusters fan, you'll like this. You now have a chance to stay in a firehouse in Portland, all decked out like the classic movie.
This 3-story firehouse is up for grabs Halloween weekend. Did I say it correctly for you, Robin? Halloween?
Halloween, like it's a hollow, something that's hollow. That's how I get.
It features all the essentials: ghost traps, proton packs, and an ecto containment unit to store the evil spirits you catch. Ecto 1, the Ghostbusters vehicle, is even parked in the firehouse bay. It'll only cost you $19.84 a night. Is that real?
Oh.
That's pretty cheap.
Sure.
Chosen in honor of the year the movie debuted. It is first come, first serve for booking. It opens on rental site Vacasa October 21st. Of course, you'll also have to get yourself to Portland.
Number 5, Cecil Chubb, the man who bought Stonehenge. In 1915, Stonehenge was one of several lots up for auction by a man named Sir Cosmo Antrobus.
These are great names.
Yes. Cecil Chubb bought the lot for the equivalent of $735,000 today. He gave it as a gift to the nation in 1918 on the condition that the public would always have free access to the premises, and that remains to this day.
Should have renamed it.
There is a heritage trail placed by the English government, which is free to use, though many people opt for tours which come with a fee.
Yeah, I mean, he could have used naming rights on that with a name like
The
that.
old Chubbhenge.
Yeah, missed opportunity there. I don't know.
Number 4, more highlights from an old Internet for Kids training video.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So, did you learn anything important today?
Are you kidding? I can't go another day without the internet. Peter showed me how to look up all the information I need on my school project about Egypt.
Great.
We looked up school stuff and MTV. It was really cool.
Well, good. I'm glad you got some of the important stuff done before you went to the games and MTV, Dasha.
We did, Mom. We looked all over Egypt, Cape Canaveral, dissecting virtual frogs. We've been very busy.
Well, I'm sure your folks will get it for you soon enough. I know we just love it. The kids are on it all the time between their homework and games, and I use it for new recipes and gardening tips. And Mr. Jameson gets up-to-the-minute stock reports, and I could go on and on.
I
But
can't look at the stock. It's too confusing to
I'm
me.
sure that's not all Mr. Jameson's looking up on the internet. It's been 2 weeks. What do you expect from me?
Interactive games on the net together.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Mom. Go make us dinner.
Go make us dinner and don't be looking at those stock quotes because you won't understand them.
That's 1990s.
Wow. All right, number 3, you're more like your dog than you might think. At least that's what a new study from the Kennel Club suggests. Dog owners share similar personality traits as the breeds they adopt. The results claim pet parents of Cocker Spaniels are the most curious people. Owners of Jack Russells are the most loyal. And no surprise, Golden Retrievers and their owners are the happiest people. While Staffordshire Bull Terriers are considered the most trustworthy. There you go.
All right, number 2. Coming up in a few minutes, Ralph Macchio joins us. Here's a look at him on Jimmy Fallon discussing The Karate Kid and the guy who was also up for the lead role.
The Karate Kid is such an iconic title, but is it true that you didn't like it at first?
That is true. That is true. I thought, and I was not the only one, thought it was kind of a hokey, kind of cheesy title for a movie being directed by the guy who made Rocky and all this stuff. But maybe it was foreshadowing. I maybe thought if I ever got the part, I'd have to carry the thing for the rest of my life.
What do you think the movie should have been called?
We never. If I came up with that great title, we might have had a shot. I didn't. You know, it was called.
Any bad ones?
It was called. Yeah, I think John Avildsen, our director, said maybe it's East meets West in West. I was like.
Everyone knows you as Daniel LaRusso, but is it true other people were considered for the role too?
No, yes.
I'm assuming, right?
It was all me. It was all me all the time. No, I was found early. I was cast very early, but it was like one of those test deals where you're not in yet.
Yeah.
And I remember walking by and seeing Charlie Sheen hanging outside Jerry Weintraub's bungalow. I was like, what's Charlie doing here? And I heard
hey, bud, nice to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you. What are you doing here? You don't look like a tiny guy from Jersey.
Number 1, we are taking a look at the scariest movies of all time, ranked by self-proclaimed film critics. So these are the top 3. The Conjuring comes in at number 3. Number 2, The Shining. Oh no. Rounding out the top spot, number 1.
What are we going to pull?
The Exorcist. The Exorcist.
Oh, no, don't show what I... come on.
There was a rated G version that was released later.
Was that a waterbed she was on?
They were hard
I've
to
been
sleep
on one
in.
of those, and they start jiggling. There's no stopping them.
Yeah.
How did that movie end? I forget. Did she get cured or no? She didn't get cured, did she?
She did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
Happy ending.
Well,
I
no,
won't give
some
it-
people had to die in the
Okay,
process.
I thought there was something at the end of that
Happy
movie
for
that
her.
still made it seem like there was...
Well, I think there was an Exorcist 2 or 3, and I don't know what that was about
Yeah.
because I didn't see any of those. But yeah,
This Halloween scared the crap out of me.
yeah.
Well,
But see, there's a difference between guy jumps out of the closet with a knife, scary.
Now,
and
what is it? Where's this rank? Is that you have to scroll up and read?
what is this?
Yeah. Also topping the list,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis. So of course.
Well, wait, where on the list was that? Because we read the top
It's
3.
on there
It's on there
somewhere.
On the
somewhere.
top 100.
Yeah, it's another one for some reason.
All right. But I think Dean gave the latest Halloween Ends, in his reviews that comes out today,
Yeah.
an F.
Well, I mean,
He said it was really not. But you know what? People, if you love the series, you're gonna go see it anyway.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Yeah.
that's a 99.
The 99.